right, if you guys are getting food, if you guys are getting ready, head on back to your seats. We got a big one starting here in about 7 minutes. I see our cheerleaders lining up, our stars getting ready. We have the Roosevelt Rough Riders, named after my favorite Roosevelt, Teddy, definitely not Franklin. And we got a great game tonight. Rocking and rolling.
Excuse me, sir. Are you shooting from here?
Yes.
No, but from this spot.
Oh, no. Okay. Sorry.
Good shot. Thank you very much. Who do you got coming in today?
Vance and Cornford.
Nice.
So they will be happy to see you.
All right. I'm sorry, your name is, I saw you over at South High, right?
Who's that?
I saw you over at
That was
South.
South.
What was your name again?
Julian.
Julian. I'm
Yeah.
Todd. This is my wife, Natalie.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Okay, Cornford. Baylor's doing good, I guess, huh?
Okay, we're 5 and 4. Hope we can get a couple more wins.
Okay, real quick. We're already live, so they can cook.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Going to
please rise from your seats and face the east end zone
after every
for our national
after every touchdown.
anthem.
And I'll run that replay after the other. So what'll happen is
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Kern High Network live exclusive coverage of high school activities here in Kern County. We're in the Central Section playoffs. This is Division IV football. I'm Vance Palm. I'm joined as always by my longtime partner, Rich Cornford. We were both down on the field. We've both spoken with both head coaches. We've both spoken with players. We've seen faculty, administration, legendary coaches. We've seen it all. We've heard it all. We're so old, we've done it all. But now it's time for some football. Rich, great matchup.
Great matchup, second round of the playoffs here. Two really evenly balanced teams, but they have totally different ways in which they do it. North High is going to try to grind you out, while Roosevelt's going to look for the home run.
Mascot for Roosevelt is?
Rough Rider.
Isn't that great? I love it. I love it. I was asked earlier, and so were you, why the Rough Riders?
Well, Teddy Roosevelt was leader of the Rough Riders, went up San Juan Hill. That's my history teacher part of me.
Some big names in that Rough Riders offense, coach.
Well, let me tell you, and I've been working on the pronunciation here because I don't want to get it wrong. Ais Idoni, running back, sophomore, has run for 1470 this year, 11.1 a carry, and he missed the first couple games. And last year as a freshman, he ran for 1659. So kid knows what to do with the ball in his hands and is a really good student. They just came back from Cal, hosted him. He's going to be one of these guys that's probably going to end up in a major college program because he's putting up huge numbers in his first 2 years.
Spoke with head coach Rick McCoy. He is a Rough Riders alum, went to high school here, 3 years at University of Washington, came back and finished his collegiate career. Where else? Fresno State. And he's very high on his running back, but a bunch of players. And he said, guys, this should be a fun one tonight. We like to move quick. They like to move quick. Division IV playoff football here at North High School. To say that the fans here are giddy is an understatement. We're underway. Oh, it's a little pitching wedge. It's going to take a bounce at the 23-yard line. And they quickly go down. Smart play there by Jerry Thomas. So North High not wanting anything to do with some long return with their talented return guys. It'll be 1st and 10, Rough Riders, 33-yard line. We're joined always by Julian Wilson. Dr. J, great to have you here. Thank you for being set up in the cold rain. We appreciate it. There's a break right now, but we think the second body blow of rain is coming later on this evening,
which is going to make ball security a priority for both of these teams. Now, North High is led defensively by their front seven, one of the best front sevens they've ever had, and that comes from Coach Sasso, who's been coaching 43 years of football. But containing Ais Idoni is going to be a challenge.
In the shotgun, the quarterback, C.J. Barker, hands the ball off to the oft and many time mentioned Ais Idoni.
And a good start by the North High defense there, holding them to just 1 yard on that first carry.
Jersey number 2 is the targeted running back. Jersey number 3, the quarterback, Barker.
So second and long for the Rough Riders.
Not a ton of Roosevelt fans made the trip down wet 99, but boy, ton of North High fans here at home. And a quick adjustment by, they're going to have to make a player substitution very quickly. Something to do with the uniforms, I guess, on the far side on the top of your screen. 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground to who else? And boy, you can chew up some yards. And I went down there right before kickoff. Last thing I did, Coach, was get over and take a couple pictures of Idoni, and I was up there close to him, and that's a big sophomore.
Yeah, listed at 5'11", 190. So you got to figure his senior year, he's going to be about 210, 215. But, man, 190 is a great weight for a high school running back.
Maybe 6'1" in cleats by then. 1st and 10. Didn't take them long to pick up a first down.
Roosevelt can throw the ball pretty well, too. C.J. Barker, quarterback's completed 63% of his passes this year with 18 touchdowns.
Again, they stay on the ground in the mud, and it's a 9-yard gain for Idoni.
Now, the field doesn't look great, but it's actually in pretty good condition as far as if you need to make cuts and things on it right now. It's not bad. Coach Brian Nixon was telling us that they're going to be replacing this field here as soon as the season's over.
Think of saying A and then
Ace. Last name? Last name? No, but last name is what? Edenai? We got it wrong. Edenai. Just found out from their cameraman the pronunciation might not matter because right now it's Furman Solorzano. No flags anywhere. Touchdown just like that, Rough Riders. Oh, there is a flag. Hold up, everybody. Hold up, and it's right down here on the 44-yard line on the other side of the ball. So while we were figuring out it's Edonai, didn't matter. They went to the receiver, Solorzano. He took it to the end zone, but a penalty.
Catch and run touchdown is negated. That is going to be a 10-yard holding penalty against the Rough Riders.
All right, big break there for the North High Stars, but look for the Rough Riders to come back to that. It's difficult as a defense when you've got a running back of the caliber that Roosevelt has, because you got to load the box on him, and then that leaves those receivers with one-on-one and one missed tackle, and they're gone.
Yeah, bad angle on D, and you said it, one missed tackle, it's over. So instead of a touchdown for Roosevelt, it's back to a 2nd and 9. Again, Barker, looks like North High's coming at him. Edenai on the carry, and this time they wrap him up, and they throw him down for a loss of 2 yards. So Ais Edenai thrown for a loss.
So that's another big play for the North High Stars. They'll put them in a 3rd and long situation. North High, they can get some pressure. They got Talon Prince up front. He's probably their best defensive lineman, number 72, 6'4", 225. Strongest guy in the team. Went to state last year in track, 50'7" in the shot put, 168 in the disc, and he's got a 4.5 GPA.
What a slacker.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, this North High defense all year has been tough. We talked about it 2 weeks ago in the post-game interview with Coach Levinson. We said, hey, Kenny Calvin and I can't get enough of that defense. He goes, Vance, it's been like that all year. They're going to need it now, 3rd and 11. And it's going to be a timeout taken by Coach McCoy and his staff. They had a runner sprinting off the field. And we've had a lot happen here in a very short time. Welcome, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Rich Cornford and Julian Wilson. We also have the Octave next to us. Great to have Octavio and his better half next to us tonight from the major networks covering tonight's action. Gives Rich and I a chance to kind of catch up. Rich, good to see you. It's been a few games here and there. I will tell you this, though, my friend. We've missed you. Good to have you back. Good to hear your voice here. And nothing like playoff football, bro.
Yeah, it's an exciting time of year. And, being here at North High for the first time this year, my niece actually teaches here. And there's just a great atmosphere at this school. They've done a lot of really good things here, got great administration. And I love the way they take care of the coach's family. And they've got their own little spot down there for the kids and uncles and aunts and brothers.
Let's go ahead and thank North High School for hosting us tonight. Special thank you to Stan Green and all of the current high school superintendents, and of course our sponsors at Valley Strong Credit Union, Principal Jody Schubert, AP of Instruction Abby Votow, AP of Administration the great Brian Nixon, and we'll get back to the others. That's a good start though. Here we go. 3rd and 11. Big play here early in the football game. Barker wants to throw, drops back. Barker flushed out of the pocket, takes a look. Barker flings it downfield, and it's caught. A beautiful catch, a sliding, diving catch. And that's a great throw and a big-time first down pickup. Wow.
Yeah, that was a great job working back to the football there, and a great job scrambling by the quarterback.
Same guy, Solorzano. Oof, what's a big play. He was on the hustle. He was trying to get out of dodge, and he let it fling a good 38, 40 yards right into the sliding arms of Furman Solorzano. So Jersey 16's had 2 big catches already, one with a touchdown call back, and that one was a big 3rd down grab. And now you've got to think, get ready, Edenai is coming at you.
26-yard line, Roosevelt looking for the first points to board.
That's exactly what's happening. He kicks to the outside, flag on the play, big contact out there. Boy.
Yeah, he finished that run real physically, and it looks like the North High guy is still down.
And a late flag. And it was a big hit out on the left corner, and I can't see the jersey, but big contact. And I can tell you this, 2 weeks ago, one of the hits that changed the game was West High School's quarterback Solomon was out there about to break a huge gain, and it was none other than Caden Hayner that delivered the hit. And speak of Caden Hayner, he's the one that delivered that big hit, maybe a stinger, Coach. Tough kid. He was our player of the game 2 weeks ago.
White hat confirms it. Holding against Roosevelt. 1st and 20.
Yeah, and Caden Hayner, that's a big loss. He comes in with 7 interceptions, their best defensive back, a couple fumble recoveries, 6'4", 160 junior.
Well, he's getting walked off over here, and he's going to come over and have a seat and go under the medical tent. But he can bring. Look, he's shaking his right arm here, right in front of us, Coach. He can bring the heat. Great basketball player and a thespian and a vocalist. He's quite the example of a great Kern High School district student. Right now, he wants to get back out in the football field. That is one kid that does not want to be off of the grass.
Yeah, and they're going to need him back. He's another one with a 4.5 GPA and definitely a leader on this team.
Well, the Roosevelt fans, as many as there are, the Boo Birds are out. They're letting the officials know about it.
Looks like, let's do some math here. It is 1st down.
So they tacked on a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to the hold.
We didn't hear that, Coach. We saw a late flag, a really late flag, well after the play, but so it's going to be 3rd and 30. No, 1st and 35. Should be first. They didn't lose. They got the first down.
And we know Roosevelt swings for home runs, and that was one thing North High, Adam Levinson was saying, that they've got to keep the home runs down. And this is a situation where you should be able to get off the field, but Roosevelt is very explosive.
Barker, play action to his left, throws one up. Oh, goodness, it's in the air, and it's caught again. Goodness gracious, he floated it up in the air, and it just hung up there for 3 or 4 seconds. And guess who comes down with it again? Furman Solarzano.
Well, he's having a heck of a game so far, and that was a pretty good scheme there. They booted him out to his left, and then he stopped and threw that backside post, knowing that he'd have one-on-one coverage, and Hayner was out of the game.
So Coach Levinson and his staff right now not pleased with the defensive backfield. They've given up 3 big plays. One was a touchdown call back. The other was the big first down. And now it's a manageable 2nd and 4 after a rainbow of a pass falls right back into the hands of Solarzano.
When you've got one-on-one coverage of the quarterback, you want to put that ball up high because your receiver's got better vision of the ball as the DB.
Fake to Ed on I. They float it out on the flats. They dump off, and it's going to be into the hands of Jaden Cullen. And how about this? 1st and goal for the Rough Riders. So they've overcome some adversity early in this and answered right back.
Yeah, their offense looks very explosive. Like we said, they're pretty balanced. They can run the ball well, but they also throw it, as we can see, extremely well at a high rate. 63% completions is very good for a high school quarterback.
2 running backs back there with Barker.
Barker still in shotgun. 2 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield.
And they give it to Edenai.
Middle to number 2.
And Edenai grinds out to about the 5-yard line. So we're under 7 to go here in this first quarter. Good start for the Rough Riders. If you consider overcoming tough obstacles a good start, that's a good start.
Yeah, their one hiccup this year, their 10-1, was to McLean in a game that their coach said, they just didn't play very well, and McLean took it to them pretty good. But other than that, there haven't been very many close games that they've played this year.
You're right. You and I were talking to him, and he said we're playing good up to them. We took a knock, and then we got better after that. Edenai, touchdown, no question. Rough Riders are in for the first.
That is his 22nd touchdown of the season. So, it's one thing to watch these guys on tape and try to work a scheme out to stop them. It's another thing to actually stop an offense this balanced and this powerful.
So the flares are out, the smoke is out for the DJ machine across the way. They are here. They might have 80 fans, but they've got the best DJ booth in town. All right, PAT here, and it's going to be Jaden Cullen. Blocked.
Now they've struggled on their field goal kicking PATs all season long. They've used multiple kickers, But none of it matters if the protection is not very good, and that was the problem on that one.
We'll take a short 60-second break here. We'll be back right after this. All right, Idoni with the first score for Roosevelt, and we'll see how North High responds. Oh, they have their own pitching wedge, but this goes OB.
Just a bit outside.
Wow. And that was a sand wedge. That wasn't even a pitching wedge. That was short club, and it went out.
Now, from North High, we're going to see a different style offense, the old split back veer. If you ever watched Remember the Titans, that's what they ran. If you're a fan of West High School back in the Dallas Grider era, that's what they ran. A very effective offense when you got a good offensive line and some solid backs and good quarterback play, and that's what they have under Bradley Dockery.
QB1.
And they've thrown the ball for over 100 yards in each of their last 4 games, so definite improvement in the passing game for North.
So we've seen this a lot. This is Robert Rodriguez, one of 3 or 4 options.
Yeah, you got Robert
Dockery.
Rodriguez, Isaac Lopez, and Gavin Shilizzi that all have carried the ball and very effectively. Each one has their own strengths, and they're behind a big, strong offensive line up there that will flip sides and do a lot of unbalanced sets.
Coach Isaac Perez is also a part of that option to go to, and he wasn't one you mentioned, but let me tell you, he's just as tough. And this is Gavin Shilizzi.
Yeah, running that inside veer there. Shilizzi, 5'8", 175 senior with good speed.
True to what Coach Rick McCoy said, it's going to be a very active football game tonight. A lot going on, and he's right. 5:20 left in the first quarter. North High coming at him again. Oh, face mask. And the flag flies, so Robert Rodriguez. Now, they have a public address announcer tonight I'm not familiar with, but he's the old play-by-play public address announcer, so he calls the action as he sees it, and he actually called out a face mask. I hope you're right when you're the PA announcer.
It was.
I know, but you better be right when you're the PA announcer making calls. We saw it too, so not too crazy.
One of my favorite things about North High is they're one of the few teams that track pancake blocks for their offensive linemen. You know, linemen don't get stats except for that. So up front, they've got leading pancake blocker DJ Reed, number 65. So look for them to run the ball behind him quite a bit. William Hickson, number 62, is second on the team in pancake blocks and definitely a team leader.
I hope Julian brought some triple XLs in case the Kern High Network play of the game is the leading pancake blocker. 1st and 10. Here comes North. And again, they just grind away and grind away. They can't bring him down yet. He's still on his feet. Oh, what a run by Robert Rodriguez. Wow.
And that is North High football in a nutshell. They're going to be physical. They're going to get after you. They're going to lean on those big offensive linemen who average about 260 across that front. It's hard to really designate them with a position because they do so many unbalanced sets that they might have their left guard playing, you know, the third spot on the right with a tight end covering him up.
So Reed with a huge block, just as Coach mentioned it. 1st and 10. Now the Rough Riders are realizing, okay, we're in for a rough night of this. Dockery. Quick handoff. Big hit at the 5-yard line. A big run by Shilizi. Man, that was head-on contact, man. Shilizi just dropped the shoulders and said, let's get it on. Oh, and he's down.
Well, that fullback spot is critical to this Veer offense, and Shilizi is an expert at it.
So they brought the medical team on to check it out. As I mentioned, Gavin Shilizi, he just was ready for the party and said, let's go. But unfortunately, he's down now on his back with 4:19 to go here in the first quarter. If you're just getting with us, I'm Vance Palm with Rich Cornford and Julian Wilson. And right out of the gate, the Rough Riders were also ready to answer the call. Had some big plays, a touchdown call back, and then another couple of big first downs, and they finally just punched it in behind Ais Adani, and he is everything that he's been advertised to be so far, the sophomore sensation. But then the North High Stars they're about 7 plays in now in their offense, and as we see Shilizi up, and it's his left extremity, Rich. And can you bring up that point again about the importance of that position?
Yeah, when you need that good, hard inside runner, it's one of those things where you don't want somebody that's going to dance around. You want somebody that's going to attack that hole, because it's the quarterback's job to read if the hole is open or not. And if it's closed, the quarterback's going to keep it. So that guy's got to hit it 1,000,000 miles an hour. And that's what Shilizi does so well.
Okay, 2nd and 3. They try to go up the middle, and it stopped.
Yeah, so running that veer, that quarterback's going to read that B-gap player, and if he crashes down into the B, the quarterback's going to keep it. If the B-gap remains open, which is the guard tackle gap, then he should give it. Right there, he should have kept it. But it's going to be 3rd and very manageable here. Be shocked if they didn't do anything else but run some
3rd and 3,
options.
and they could pick up a first. They plow forward. Do they get the? Goodness.
He is right by the goal line. This is not in 4-down territory.
All right, it looks like they did get the first down there, so that's big play there for North High.
Wow. Picked it up, 1st and goal. And can North answer back? They try to jam it in. Oh, a nice job by the Rough Riders right there. Oh, do they say he got on? Dockery thought they got in. No touchdown yet. Touchdown! They got in. Dockery thought they had it.
Yeah, a bit of a late call there by the side judge. I think we'll be having a replay here of that touchdown, and I don't know if we've got the greatest angle in the world, but should give us a pretty good look.
Well, Dockery answered pretty quickly. He thought they were in. His hands went up. It didn't happen that quickly, but finally it happened.
Now, Robert Rodriguez, the stud sophomore for North High, he does their extra points. He's 2 of 3 on field goals this year, so their kicking game's quite a bit better than Roosevelt's.
The snap, the hold, the kick is no good.
I take that back.
Oh, the Cornford Hex. No, I'm kidding, buddy, but how about this? We're tied at 6 with 3:10 to go here in the first quarter. We'll step away briefly and come back right after this. Vance Palm alongside Rich Cornford. A 6-6 start in the first quarter. We saw highlight reel stuff from the Rough Riders. C.J. Barker, the quarterback, throwing some long bombs, and their star running back, Adonai, running it in. And then we saw North High just come down and plow their way all the way down the football field. Not bad, about an 8-iron, 7-iron. Take it up the 20-yard line. The big guy, oh, go! Look out! Mikey Rodriguez looking for some help. Mikey brought down to the 20-yard line. The North High crowd is fired up that they stopped them, but the Rough Riders, 1st and 10, deep in North territory.
And Mikey Rodriguez is a linebacker. He leads the team in tackles with 70, but he knows what to do when he's got a football. He didn't go left, he didn't go right, he just attacked.
Probably in youth football, he played it all, did it all, right? So that ball took a perfect little drop right into his lap, and he said, I'm out of here. We get, oh, goodness. And one of the North High Stars thought they had him, and he said, see you later to that. And sure, the hustle, great play by North High, but it is 1st and 10 from the North High 20. So the playbook wide open for Coach McCoy and his staff.
And I would think we're going to see a lot of Ais Idoni here on this.
They give it to Adoni. And no gain there.
Really good tackle by Antonian Williams over there, stepping up, knowing where your help is. All the help's inside. Didn't give him a chance to get outside.
2.5 remaining here in the first quarter. They give it back to him. Nice job again by North. They get there and stop that first point of penetration. They get him. And again, not much. It's going to be 3rd and 10. So nice job there, knowing that they started on the 20. And you mentioned they've had trouble with their PAT, or their special teams. So
yeah, this is going to be 4-down territory for them. And again, that battle between the North High front seven, their strength, and Roosevelt's running game, but where North has struggled is when Roosevelt's put the ball up in the air. This is definitely a passing down.
Barker has his 2 running backs on each side of him. Barker throws back, throws to the corner, has his guy if it's on target. Incomplete, but a flag comes in.
Boy, broken up at the last second. That was a beautiful throw by C.J. Barker.
Was.
Now, C.J. Barker, the quarterback, he's a returning starter. They went 9-4 last year, so they went 3 rounds deep into the playoffs. So he's got plenty of experience, and it's showing. He's got solid nerves and made several really good throws already.
So on a 3rd and 9, threw the ball up, and it's going to be a pass interference against the Stars.
And that's that corner position that Caden Hayner would typically be at. I believe. Don't see him on the sideline.
He was there in the
Okay.
play. It was on him. So pass interference. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 8. They hand it to Adoni, and how about this guy? He's too much. Touchdown.
He's really good, as you can see. And again, I think we'll have a replay of that. Great move in the hole to break free.
Yeah, I mean, just one move, just step to his left, and he was gone. So North High's getting a clear picture of what they're going to have to deal with all night. And if they do what they did last drive, North's going to remind the the Rough Riders what they're all about. Greg Kerr and I were just calling Western Illinois basketball 2 nights ago, the Roughnecks. Did that go through? It did. It tumbled through to make it a 13-6 game here in the first quarter. Well, we've seen it all so far, Coach. We've seen 2 missed PATs and then a made PAT, some long bomb passes, and then some grinded out hardcore old school football, and a really, really talented running back.
Yeah, and the Rough Riders certainly took advantage of that really good field position. over there. And in a game, two evenly balanced teams, whose special teams can perform the best. And we've seen some issues in the kicking game there, but that return was really well done by the linebacker, Mikey Rodriguez.
Nice game here. Love it.
So the last kick we saw by the Rough Riders traveled, maybe 20 yards?
Yeah.
Went out of bounds at the 40.
And it certainly helped. North High was able to just jump right in the saddle, midfield somewhat.
Julian Maldonado taking this kick, and I think he's lined up further back than the last guy that kicked it.
He's back at the 26-yard line, Coach. Hey, if I was a kicker, that's exactly what I'd be doing. I would get a running start like there's no tomorrow. Low, weird, taken at the 17-yard line. Pretty good run there. And gets up to the 45-yard line. Nice job by Isaac Encinas.
And you see why both these teams are trying to pooch kick, because both the teams have excellent return games. So good field position for the North Stars.
1:17 remaining in the first.
So Bradley Dockery, quarterback, plays football, basketball, and baseball. Team leader here, has 558 rushing yards with 9 touchdowns, 877 passing yards with 11 touchdowns. But like I said, the last 4 games, he's thrown for over 100 yards.
He was our Kern High Network Player of the Week early in the season. Kenny Calvin and Rick Van Horn awarded him that over at Stockdale. Little pitch out here, and really, another big blow delivered by Rodriguez. So Robert Rodriguez went toe-to-toe with their biggest linebacker, Mikey Rodriguez. So that was a good meeting of the powerhouses right there.
And they might be meeting a few more times tonight.
Looked like he got exactly 5 yards. So the ball would be pretty much at the 49-yard line. Oh, so he got 4 yards then.
So if you're a big fan of North High, you'll notice that there's no number 1 out there. Mika Lencioni, their top wide receiver, their fastest player, he's wearing number 3 because they did not have a number 1 jersey in red.
I talked to Coach Levinson about it. He goes, yeah, we missing some of our reds. Oh, what a nice play there. And guess who it was? Mikey Rodriguez in the backfield very quickly, and he's so strong, too. He put one arm out there and got him.
Yeah, and we saw North High being very successful running the ball inside, and Roosevelt's adjustment has forced North to go out to the pitch, and not quite as effective out in the pitch as they are running inside, but that's a good adjustment here in the second drive by the Roosevelt Rough Riders to know that, hey, we got to do what we got to do to force them to out wide.
Josiah Molinaro, everybody coming up, and that's a great job right there by QB1. Dockery saw it, sensed it, felt it, got a good sign. Hard count, and picked up 5 big yards when you start to feel like the defense is making good adjustments, Coach.
Yeah, you definitely a great time to call that. Makes it third and manageable, especially if you with this style of offense, where if you can get it to 4th and 1, it's like the Eagles in the tush push. It's almost automatic that you're going to pick it up.
That'll end the first quarter. Got a nice one going here, a real nice one. 13-6, Roosevelt up on North High. We'll be back second quarter after this.
Stars running the line. Big 3rd and 3 here. Come on, crowd, let's hear it.
Start off the second quarter with a big run, and it's awfully close. Man, oh man, like super close on a 3rd and 4. Looks like he got a 3rd and 3.5.
Yeah, we're about 6 inches short here, according to the side judge.
Yep, the offense is staying on their field.
This PA announcer's too much. I don't know his name. He's not from here. I don't know. He might be from here, but he's saying, I don't see how this offense comes off the field. I mean, he better be right, man. 4th and 1. Do they go hard count again? No. They just run it up the gut and get the first down. First down, North High School.
Good push up front there by the North High Stars, that offensive line. Elijah, Jonathan, DJ, William, and Matthew all up there.
Couple of big plays by the big guys fighting the pile there.
It's a lot of fun as a coach when you got an offensive line like this that
You're right.
fires off the ball and works hard consistently. And I'll tell you, it's tough as the defensive coordinator when you're facing this style of offense, because you scrap and you claw and you get them into 4th down, but man, it's hard to get them off the field.
1st and 10, ball at the Roosevelt 44. Nice job there. A good run by Rodriguez. He got something out of nothing. He was stopped on the right side, turned around and came back here, a la Marcus Allen. And the officials having a quick word of vociferous interaction with the official and Mikey Rodriguez, the linebacker we've mentioned. He did a hand motion and was pointing at him like, look, maybe something to the effect of, I've had enough, I've heard enough. We'll see.
Yeah, again, that frustration can get to you when you're facing this style of offense. But you got to keep your head level. You got to focus on the next play.
2nd and 7. Dockery in trouble, and he gets gang tackled for a loss. Well, they're going to say it's only about 1 yard loss. So it'll be 3rd and 8, but took a big hit, but that's one tough kid.
Yeah, Elijah Ferry forced him to stop in his tracks, and then he got hit from the backside over there. Nice defense.
Correction, 2nd and 8. I
No,
thought it
it's
was
gonna be
3rd.
third,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I thought. 3rd and 8.
So again, this is not necessarily a passing situation for North High. They'd prefer to throw on running downs. They're not as great, but they are in the shotgun here.
Dockery throws it out to the right side, and it's, oh man, almost intercepted out there by Kasai Reams. Reams, one of their talented DBs. Man, I think he wishes he'd have had a shot at that again. He and Hayner did not connect.
So our first punt of the game here. Good defensive stop there by Roosevelt. I'm anxious to see how this punt's going to go.
So now Hayner back to punt. He's obviously feeling better. And back to receive. Dupree Evans. Does that sound like a return man or what?
Sure
Dupree
does.
Evans. Man, remember Marcus? High snap. Hayner goes back to get it. Oh, and pretty good punt. Uh-oh, he lets it get behind him. Oh, the North High Stars can't get to it. So, almost a disaster for Roosevelt, but the ball gets to the end zone.
Yeah, very fortunate there.
Oof.
All right, so North High is going to need a stop here. This Roosevelt machine on offense has been picking up chunks of yards pretty consistently.
Coach, some other games going on tonight. Liberty, big football game there. Garces Memorial High School, Bakersfield High School, Bakersfield Christian High School, Independence High School. There's a lot happening, man.
Yeah, I know Miramonte's got a big one
Miramonte and
tonight.
Foothill going at it.
Yeah.
Woo! How big is that?
Yeah, two teams from the same league playing in the second round. And
Same 3 miles. All right. C.J. Barker and his offense with a 7-point lead. Barker unloads a perfect spiral, but incomplete. Ooh,
boy,
goodness.
Brian Roberson had some steps on him, and that is the nephew of Tim Skipper, the UCLA coach.
Wow, that's
currently.
Your homework is unreal, my man. Covey Osteen was the DB that was in trouble back there. I mean, yeah, he was in trouble for a minute.
They're going to come back to that because it appears that Brian's a few steps faster than anybody in North High has out at their corner.
Well, and Barker's got a gun, man. 2nd and 10. It's tough. North defense has been tough all season long. They go back to Idenai, and it's tripped up. Not much. So it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Again, a good response here by the North High Stars over there. Definitely packed it in. Running up right up the gut is pretty tough on these guys. Look for, Logan Deckard up front there, defensive end. He's another one of these strong, big North High Stars.
Big 3rd down here for both teams. 8:38 remaining here in the half. Barker looks again to the left side, and it is pitched, and it is caught, and it's a 1st down. And guess who? Furman Solarzano. The big play guy right now has been Furman Solarzano.
And Furman comes in with 450 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. 5'11", 165 senior. So he knows what to do with the ball in his hands, and I'm just really impressed with C.J. Barker and the touch he puts on his football. It's a very catchable ball, which explains why 63% of his passes have been completed this year.
Yeah, and just a perfect feathery touch. Looked good, man. 8:09 and counting in the half, 13-6. Rough Riders up. Quick little toss out to the left side. Does he have the blocking he needs? Look out, shoves him out of bounds, or Kasai Reams was gone.
Yeah, again, this Roosevelt offense is difficult because they got a Division I tailback back in there, and they've got guys out wide that know what to do with the ball in their hand, and a quarterback that distributes it extremely well. So North has its handful because you can't stop everything. And,
right.
I think they're doing the right thing by focusing on Ais Idone. But, boy, it does leave you vulnerable.
First play under 8 minutes to go in the half. 1st and 10. North shows 5. Now they bring 6. They toss it out here, and it's going to be Roberson. Roberson with a decent block, and he'll pick up a 1st down. So a nice job out there by Solarzano. Not only is he a great receiver, boy, he put a big-time block out here in the open field, and that gave Roberson the 1st down he needed.
Yeah, a good combo out there. And, again, beautifully thrown ball by C.J. Barker that, led that receiver. If you throw that ball behind him,
you're right.
It really affects their ability to get yards after the catch. But he threw it right there in front of him, so he's able to square the shoulders and attack downfield. Got a good block from his receiver buddy. They're on the drive again.
They ruled that he was not out of bounds, so it's 7:39 and counting. They're going to give it to Adonai, and he's brought down from behind, and that's going to definitely be the old horse collar, and he's banged up a little bit. That's not good. That is not good. Penalty on North. Star running back down for a second.
Yeah, that was vicious. Not sure if it was a horse collar or if he got a piece of the face mask.
Yeah. Horse collar.
There's a reason that is illegal because it's very dangerous.
1st and 10. Roosevelt.
That is an automatic 1st down for the Rough Riders. Ball placed at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the North 31. Again, they throw it out here, and again, it's to Roberson. And Roberson with the sprint to the 15-yard line, or 14, depends on exactly where they put it. But here come the Rough Riders.
Yeah, and Jerry Thomas had stepped in at running back for that play, and he's had good productivity. I like what Roosevelt does with their receivers. They split them really wide. So what it forces your strong safety to do is either play run or pass. He can't play both because of the large splits. And whenever they get enough space out there, they throw it out to him, and the quarterback's got a strong enough arm to make it happen.
So, Coach, the storyline right now is that Roosevelt defense was able to hold North, cause him to punt, and they know what to do when they get the football. Barker hands it to Edenai.
Yeah, great job again by Talon Prince to hold the line over there and hold him for basically no gain.
So Idenay with about a yard, maybe nothing. We're going to dip below 6 minutes here in about 10 seconds. And Rough Riders taking their time. Quarterback Barker kind of jogging in. He's got Ais behind him. In motion is Cullen. He stops. Play action. They want to throw to Cullen. Instead, Barker's flushed out of the pocket. Barker misses one hit and finally flushed out of bounds. Nice play by the North High defense, able to hang in there. Good tackle there by Gary Oates, jersey number 8.
Yeah, Gary Oates, another leader on this team. 4 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. So he gets himself another sack right there.
Big play, a loss of 4. And
yeah, and when you don't have a kicking game, that makes it tough. But this, we've seen Roosevelt backed up in some long yard situations before, and that's when they tend to excel.
They've got an option, don't they? Couple options.
Take a tight end out, put another receiver in here.
Idone on the left hip of Barker. Barker drops back, throws, lobs it up to the corner, has a man wide open. Touchdown, absolutely wide open was Furman Solarzano. And I don't see any flags. Do you? Was there?
I thought I heard a whistle.
I did also, and there's a discussion over here in the corner. And Solarzano has just been wide open all night long. False start, and that's going to be on Roosevelt. And Coach McCoy is wondering, where did that flag come from? Where and when?
Well, I've got to think that you need to keep 2 safeties back in this situation because they're just killing them with their speed out there, getting behind them.
Rich, Solarzano's caught 4 passes of importance, absolutely wide open.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, 2 of them have been called back. But yeah, and you look at Brian Roberson has also, has been able to get behind the defense too. So
all right,
see what North does with their safeties here.
Barker takes the snap. No, whistles fly, and flag blows into the wind and lands at the 20-yard line. So another call against one of these teams.
Well, it looks like the receivers are fidgeting out there as far as who's supposed to be on the line of scrimmage, who's not. And I think that's cost them each of the last couple plays.
So it's going to move it back a little more.
So it's going to be 3rd and 25. They can get a first down.
So here we go, 3rd and 20. Barker looks right the whole time. Barker in trouble, gets out of it. Step, throws from the 35, and again a wide open Rough Rider receiver, and this time it's
waiting for him to turn so we can see the number.
Well, it's Solarzano again. Somehow, some way, this young man is able to slip free. No flags this time. He's caught 3 touchdowns, 2 of them called back. This is inexplicable, Coach. How is this happening?
Well, the quarterback was able to buy some time, and these North High defensive backs just can't run with these receivers for that long.
But is it a case of just staying in his zone and hanging and letting the guy come into you?
Well, they had some safeties back there, and those safeties got to know they got to keep the rest of the field in front of them. That's a pretty good-looking kick right there.
PAT is good. We will take a short break. Right now, it's Roosevelt up 20-6 with an incredible passing game. Back right after this.
Kicking off for Roosevelt, number 15, Maldonado.
20-6.
Moving back to the Stars.
Roosevelt up. Long kick. This is more of an orthodox return from the 10-yard line. Can North give themselves some good field position? Oh, nice job there. A good start there by Isaac Perez. He was in the running for Kernine Network Player of the Game 2 weeks ago. Incredible game Perez had.
All right, North High's going to need to be patient, run their offense. It looked beautiful the first drive of the game. And then they struggled last time. So they've been most effective running the ball right at Roosevelt, but Roosevelt's adjusted and squeezed things in a little bit. Let's see what North does now as an adjustment.
1st and 10. They were stopped on their second drive, and that's changed the complexion of the game. Nice job up front. About a 3-yard gain. That was in the hands of Robert Rodriguez.
That looked more like a power type play where you're kicking out the defensive end. They're pulling some linemen there, so not a true option on that particular look.
Wind starting to pick up a little bit. Feel the temperature drop, getting a little bit more moist and chilly. Hello, Thanksgiving. 2nd and 7. Dockery, has a man open, lets it fly. There's his guy. Oh, he just didn't get it to him in time, and that's Lencioni. Good looking play. Lencioni had a little bit of space between him and the DB. And if Dockery lets that fly a second earlier, maybe, just maybe, still looked pretty doggone good.
Yeah, they gave the defense a false read, pulled 2 guys to the right, booted the quarterback to the left. And I think Gary Oates was a little bit confused. He's number 8 on the play. He was looking to block somebody out there downfield. Fortunately, there wasn't anybody to block, but he certainly wasn't running a pass route. That ball just missed the receiver there, but now North is in a situation they don't like to be in. 3rd and 7.
And with 4:29 left, this is not 2-down territory. I don't hear the public address announcer saying that it is.
I think if they could get it within 2 yards, they would be 4-down territory.
Wind blowing directly in from the north, ironically, and a timeout taken by head coach Adam Levinson. He wants to take a timeout. Had a chance to talk to Coach Levinson before the game. I said, how was last week? He said, man, we had one great week of practice, brought some JV guys up and got them some experience. Talk about that, Coach, during the postseason when you're able to pull guys up and let them get a feel for it.
Yeah, it's always a really good thing when you can bring some freshmen and sophomore up, get them a little bit more playing time, get them accustomed, and then you're really able to see, hey, what we got for next year. I remember when we brought Ryan Ibarra up, quarterback at West High, and he was running our scout team for us when he was just a freshman there for the playoffs, and we were like, wow, this kid, we got a nice little future ahead of us with this kid. And, again, great time to see the youngsters in action.
Well, meeting of the minds right now at the 30-yard line with North High School, Levy and his staff, and boy, you've got to hand it to, head coach Rick McCoy, who we had a chance to talk to for the Rough Riders. He was all business, and he was kind enough to spend a few minutes with us. And he said it's going to be a really good football game. He admitted it's going to be a nice football game.
Yeah, and like Levinson, he's in his second year as a head coach, and they won 9 games last year. They've won 10 games this year, so he's definitely got this Rough Rider program headed in the right direction.
3rd and 7 at the 37. Dockery looks left, steps up out of trouble, and he can't get away from it. Big play up front by the defense, and a huge hit there by Elijah Ferry, amongst others. Big hit there. And
yeah, as good as North High is at the grind it out, right, take it right to you game, they're not great with their pass protection and their passing schemes. You can't be great at everything. And so when they've gotten 3rd and long situations, it's a lot more difficult for them than it is for Roosevelt.
So Hayner will go back to punt. .345 and counting. Another nice high snap, almost blocked again. And what kind of bounce will it take? So a good one. It ends up about the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. I'm Vance Palm with Rich Cornford. It's been a great year of high school football. We've had a fun time. Rich, you and I called a lot of games, and Kenny Calvin and Rick Van Horn. I happened to call one game with the great Todd Hansen, came in and called a game on the campus of Centennial where his son and daughter went to school. That was a fun time, and it's been a great year. We've called a few volleyball games, but now we're headed in winter sports here pretty soon. Still about 2 or 3 weeks left of football, depending on how the local teams turn out. If we can get local teams continuing to progress into the final stages, can you imagine if it's Shafter Wasco Part 2 for the Valley Championship?
Boy, howdy, that would
Yikes.
be crazy.
Hey, we'd have to be lifted in by helicopter. 1st and 10, they let it fly. It's high, it's up, and it's perfect. Wow,
I tell you
what a
what.
pass. What a pass. What a beauty, and it's caught by someone named Furman Solorzano.
As a quarterback, when you got that one-on-one, you put that ball up high and allow your receiver to adjust to it because he's able to see the ball. The DB has his back to it. And
Goodness gracious.
Put it right in the basket there.
That was a perfect long bomb into Solorzano's hands. And this young man's having a career night unless he does it all the time.
Well, again, he is a returning starter. He's got lots of experience, and he's got some good weapons at his disposal.
Barker barks out orders. Could be going to Jersey 2 here, and they are. Adonai, big hit, knocked out of bounds. And hey, Coach, when you have a sophomore that carries the rock that much and is that vital to their offense and does such a great job, boy, that does things for an entire program, doesn't it?
Right, and when you've got him for the next couple years, everybody wants to play with a player like that.
Keep him healthy.
Yeah, and my understanding is he's a good student in the classroom too. So, we're looking at a guy that's going to be playing college ball, but they still has 2 more years of high school ball left.
See him get a little pitch out and just give him some running room. Man, he's running between the tackles against this North defense and still doing some damage. If he got outside, it'd be even more rough for the Rough Rider offense. And it's going to be 3rd and inches here. 3 minutes and counting, and it's under the 3-minute mark now. And North High School with a stark reality in front of them. And that's an offense that has, as you say, a ton of weapons. The briefcase wide open right now for Coach McCoy and his staff.
And North High has to get off the field at some point. They can't allow any more points this half because with their style of offense, it's going to be tough to play catch-up.
3rd and 1. He's stopped. Flag on the play as well.
It looks like I had enough for the first down. Let's see who this flag is on.
So it's a hold against the Rough Riders.
But that being said, they haven't minded 3rd and long all game long.
They haven't minded anything right now, Coach Cornford. They've been able to kind of overcome a lot of early obstacles. If you're just getting with us, the score's 20-6, but Roosevelt had a touchdown call back, their second play of the game. And they still managed to get another couple of long bombs and then get in the end zone. And then their second series had a couple of penalties, untimely penalties, and they were still able to just kind of claw back in it and do what they had to do. So this is a rough team. Get it?
I get it. All right, North High's got their work cut out. This is where they struggle the most, is in long yardage situations.
Yeah, where is jersey 16 at? He's in the slot, and they go to him, and he's wide open again. So Solorzano,
yeah, good job by Solorzano to not get tied up in any extracurriculars there. Just make the catch. We're under 2 minutes now.
Timeout taken by Roosevelt High School. We'll take it with him. 1:56 remains in the half. 20-6, Roosevelt back right after this. All right, 1:56 remains in the half. The timeout was taken by Roosevelt. Coach McCoy wants to make sure he's got a game plan here. He wants to get in the end zone one more time. Barker, little toss, and it's going to be incomplete. Hayner lined up Jaden Cullen in his sights. Big hit, ruled incomplete.
Yeah, that was a great break on the ball by Caden Hayner there. And like I said, he's very physical. Separated the man from the ball.
Can you imagine if Caden would have picked that off, gone to the house, we'd have a different football game. Instead, it's 2nd and 10, 1:50 left in the half. And where is Furman Solorzano? He is in the slot on the left side.
2nd and 10.
And Adone is not in the game. They throw to the corner. It's floated out there, and it's a touchdown. And this one's caught by Kasai Reams. Reams with another beautiful catch.
And another perfectly thrown football.
Perfectly thrown. So right now, the story is C.J. Barker. Yes, they have a big-time sophomore running back, but goodness, C.J. is on it, man.
And credit to his offensive line. They're giving him time to throw. He's finding the open guy. Yeah, North is in dire straits right now, down 20 points before this extra point. They've had some good returns, and they're going to need to have a good return and a couple explosive plays to really have a chance to get back in it.
Let's check out this PAT. It's been looking pretty good, Coach. Blocked! Well, it landed in the lineman's hands, and he took it over across the line. He said, hey, come on, man. It dropped in my hands.
Yeah, that ball never got more than 6 feet off the ground.
26-6. We're close to halftime, so we'll stay here. Overall thoughts on this first half, Coach?
Well, you know, the start of the game was perfect for North High. They grinded the ball out between the tackles, and then hats off to Ricky McCoy and his defense for making some adjustments, taking that inside game away, and North High has not been able to adjust themselves to pick up consistent first downs offensively. And this offense by Roosevelt hadn't really been slowed down by North.
Roosevelt, the all-white unis. green tops. It has been an impressive night for their quarterback. Let's not forget, a couple of touchdown passes have been called back.
Yeah, there have been some big penalties. They've had long yardage situations, but that has not slowed them down at all.
Okay. Seen a potpourri of kicks tonight, a lot of different approaches. This one's deep. It's going to be taken at the 5-yard line. Oh, goodness. And that's Isaac Encinas, and Encinas took a huge pop out there. Big hit. Jesse Valenzuela. All right, this would go a long ways for the psyche of these North Stars if they can get downfield in 139 and punch something in. I believe, though, Coach, something's going to have to happen in the air as well.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily their ball game. You know, their ball game is to grind it out, but they need something explosive to happen. They will get the ball to start the second half.
Right. Dockery, whistles blow, and flags fly.
The winner of this game will play the winner of Templeton-Coalinga.
Yep.
Templeton is the 1 seed, coached by Donnie Crow. He's got some Valley roots here, and they're just a machine over there. So this is a pretty good division of football, Division 4.
Another penalty on Roosevelt.
$1:37 to play in the first half. North High looking for a little magic.
Dockery in the shotgun.
Dockery back in shotgun.
Now they move him over, and they may
Wide receivers.
go Wildcat. Oh, they move. Okay, they do go Wildcat. Right to Dockery. No, it's not. Can Dockery get there? Can he get out in front? He's at the 40. Dockery to the 30. Big time play there.
That is a big time play by a big time player.
Well, they shifted each other before the snap. He and his running back.
And then they went right at him there. Good hold by that offensive line. Dockery is a really good runner. Like I said, he has over 500 yards rushing. Now it's over 600 after that run on the season. Now
So a big boost, and they'll start the clock here any second. And exactly what the doctor ordered, you mentioned, they'll get the football back. Dockery again, gets free again. Can Dockery get to the end zone? He will. Touchdown, North High School. Bradley Dockery, right in time.
Well, great job by the North High coaching staff. When everybody expected them to, have to try to throw the ball, they come up with Dockery running the ball inside behind that big offensive line and split those safeties.
That's what I said to you. They're going to have to put the ball in the air. Did not.
Well, they know their team. They know their strengths. They know their weaknesses. And, again, great call there by Coach Levinson, and really might have saved the game for them because, again, they'll get the ball to start the second half. Now, that being said, Roosevelt with 1:21 to go is going to be dangerous.
I know you too well. Rodriguez, PATs are precious. And that gets up there. So,
yeah,
13-point difference right now, but a big answer right when they needed it. So with 1:21 left, the Rough Riders will get the football back. And if you're the North High coaching staff, maybe you boot it a little farther this time just to push them back just a hair.
Well, they've got some dangerous guys back there. We've seen their linebacker return it for about 60 yards. You don't want the ball going into A.E. Sidone's hands.
Well, this started with a bang, and we said we had a good one brewing. And then the Rough Riders. Well, I explained it, Julian. I just got done calling a ESPN basketball game with the Roughnecks. No excuses. If I do it again, I'll buy each of you guys, each of you,
A Costco hot dog.
A 16.9 fluid ounce bottle of water.
Thank you, Vance.
I appreciate you. I know. Anything for you, Coach. Anything for you.
I'd always heard you were tight, but here you go. Sporting.
All right. All the shenanigans aside, it's serious time here for both teams. North High definitely wants to keep these Rough Riders out of the end zone. And the Rough Riders would love nothing more than to put some more damage. Not a very deep kick taken at the 22-yard line, and it's taken by another big, strong Roosevelt, talented athlete. And, man, that's another one right there. That's Daniel Martinez, jersey 20. And he looks like a linebacker, Coach.
Well, one of the things that happens when nobody wants to kick it to your stud, you get pretty good at returning it with other guys because you got to practice that. And
You're right.
The Rough Riders, again, great field position. And with 1:14 to go, man, North High could be in some trouble here because defensively they've just not been able to slow this down.
If you're a golfer, the wind it's not a hurt or a help. It's just directly in our face, which means it's left to right for this offense. Long bomb, lets it go, lets it fly, and if it's caught, it's one of the great catches of the evening, and they're going to say no, it hit the ground.
Wow. Heck of an effort there.
That was something else. We'll take a look if we can do it quick enough because that was an absolute beauty.
Kasani Reams there with the layout there.
We'll take a look here, and that's a good call.
They're debating it.
That's a good call. That ball hit the grass, so.
But I'm looking at these officials talking it over.
It was a good call.
Incomplete.
Yep.
All right, they got it right.
Yep.
Good work by the Kern County Officials Association.
Well, and I happen to see it on the replay. But even just as important for North High School is another guy gets beat deep.
Well, coming in, we knew it was going to be race cars versus steamrollers. And I think that's a pretty accurate depiction
Great point, Coach.
of the style of play over here. And right now you better keep a steamroller extra, extra deep.
Did you use that descriptive expression in the opener?
I think I did.
Wow.
I meant to if I didn't.
Another quick fire out here, and that's going to be caught, and he'll get out of bounds. I think he will. He is, and that's Brian Roberson. So another long first down. I'll tell you what, Barker makes it look so easy, Coach.
Yeah, he throws with an effortless motion and, perfect spirals and just puts it on the money.
So again, the wind is from his left to right. It's not behind him, but it's not in his face either. It's coming from his left to right if he's looking downfield. It's blowing right in our face, coming directly from the north, ironically.
And with a wind like that, it does help when you throw a good spiral.
Right, of course. And now, Roberson and Reams up top, and then the ever-dangerous Solorzano in the slot. So all three weapons on the left side. Where's he going to go with it? And it's over to Solorzano. Solorzano makes the catch and slips, but he's inbounds. And we'll see if Coach McCoy calls a timeout. He does. He stops it.
51 seconds left on the clock.
They're going to move the sticks. You're right. I thought he ran right up to the officials and called timeout. He did not. So the clock starts. And it's already
Maybe he did a Kirby Smart thing there over there where he said he was clapping. No, he didn't do that.
Adane. And he's still on his feet. Goodness. So precious seconds going off here, and there's the timeout taken by Coach McCoy. 28 seconds remain. It'll be a second. And it should be 2nd and 6, right around there.
Now, I don't know if Ais Idone catches the ball real well. They've taken him out a couple times on passing downs, but this could be a situation where you send those receivers deep and then swing him the ball with a little space.
Or draw play even.
Yeah, I'd be careful with the draw because that North High defensive front is pretty darn good up there. But if you could get him out wide, use his athleticism a little bit. But again, they typically take him out on passing down. So, and I don't have any of his receiving statistics on me right now to tell you if that's part of their ball game or not. We saw this Shafter kid so good out of the backfield.
So he's got 2 timeouts. They've used 1. Wind is really picking up. The keeper looks like he's going to try to get out of bounds, and he does. 3rd and 1. Well, we got to look at his speed right there, didn't we? We saw him already getting away from defenders, but that was just sheer sprint speed there.
And he comes in with 347 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns, so he can run the ball too. Again, this Roosevelt offense very, very difficult to contain with all their weapons.
All right. This announcer's too much, man. Barker throws, almost picked off. Oh, 3rd and 1, almost intercepted out there.
17 seconds to go. The North High defense fighting, which again, you don't expect anything less from North High.
So with a 4th and 2, well now according to the public address announcer, he was spotting the kicker for the Rough Riders, and he said that he's been watching his distance. So
there's no way I'm kicking if I'm the Rough Riders.
But the public address announcer, Rich, is implying that it could be done to his audience below. We have a game within a game within a game. It's pretty entertaining.
I think I'm giving the ball to my stud running back, picking up the first down, spiking it, and then taking shots into the end zone.
I like
after
it.
that.
Looks like some confusion. Looks like some confusion here.
Oh, they got to delay a game.
Oh, they didn't get the call off. They didn't get the timeout call quick enough. Boy, not happy with his quarterback or his running back. He's upset. Well, it's not the head coach. It's Brian is upset with him.
Well, the bad news for North High is where they've struggled the most is in long yardage situations.
You're right. This is no big deal if you're the Rough Riders. All right, so Barker jogs back in.
And if I'm North, I'm still mainly concerned with preventing touchdowns, not necessarily first downs. You cannot let these speedy receivers get behind you.
Barker floats it over. His man's not watching. And so, to your point, Adane was the intended receiver, but he didn't know the ball was coming to him. So the coaching staff for the Rough Riders has done pretty much everything perfectly this first half. They'll discuss that one.
Yeah, and Adane, when he saw those inside linebackers blitzing, should have known that the ball was going to come quick. But again, he is still just a sophomore, and I don't think he's worked a whole lot in the passing game.
Rich, if he catches that, it's
it was a great call.
Trouble for North High. He could have run that in possibly. So now we'll see what Coach Levinson and his offense decide to do here. Down 13 with 13 seconds left. Dockery rolls to his right. Maybe he can get lucky and launch one. Gets hit hard. No flag. Oh, almost picked off. Oh, almost intercepted. And oof.
Yeah, I think when North High wants to go deep, they like to roll him out. So if you're Roosevelt, you're going to put some rushers coming extra wide to try to keep him in the pocket. I don't know if they will go back to that again and hope for the Hail Mary. I think a lot can go wrong. They might be content just to let this clock run out.
Coach Levis is going to call timeout with 7 seconds to go here. It's 2nd and 10, and they have a long way to go to get to the end zone. Coach Cordenford and I were trying to keep a straight face, but sometimes it's not that easy. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get in the coach's head here on what they can do. I mean, that last drive they had was a 2-play touchdown drive with quarterback runs all the time. With Roosevelt playing loose, you could do that. Maybe run 5 seconds off the clock, pick up 15 yards, and then take a shot. But I'd be wary of, throwing an interception in this situation. So.
Yeah, the old victory formation seems possible, but not going to happen. He's in the shotgun. Let's try a play out. Let's see what we can do. A little more protection inside the pocket, but now he looks like he might try to run. And it's all going to be Dockery. He gets out of bounds, and that'll. Goodness. He fell on the cement curb there. Hopefully he's okay. That's a tough hit right there, and he landed on the curb. We will be back when the third quarter, 26-13. It's Roosevelt High School up on North here in the playoffs. Back after this. Third quarter action here, Division IV CIF playoffs. We're at North High School here, about to start the third quarter. I'm Vance Palm with Rich Cornford and Julian Wilson for the Kern High Network. Great to have you with us tonight. For those of you that have paid to get behind the wall to watch this, great to have you with us. Special happy birthday out there to Amy Green. Happy birthday, Amy. Third quarter, North High School is going to have an opportunity to maybe get some decent field position. It's going to be handled by Perez, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to get brought down about the 26-yard line. So, Rich, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, interesting. You know, North High came out running their scheme to perfection over there early on, but then, you know, Roosevelt adjusted, and kudos to them and their coaching staff. They put up 26 points, and just when it looked like the game was slipping out of North High's hands, they put a two-play 75-yard drive or whatever together and ended up making this close, and I'm anxious to see what they got going on in the second half.
26-13 to score. Roosevelt up. And probably a flag, and it's going to be really unlucky because the defensive line were making some shuffles and some last-minute adjustments, and he was like, hey, you got to get over here. Well, instead of going behind his defensive lineman, he tried to run over the front of it, and it was right during the snap. So I don't know if I've seen that very often.
Yeah, and again, North High getting back to running those unbalanced sets, split back veer. I think that's their bread and butter, and I think that's a great move to try and reestablish that inside running game.
1st and 5 now. They hand it off. Good strong run right there by Braden Perez.
Yeah, and I think that was an outside veer, which hits it into that C gap over there. Quarterback really had to stretch to get it there. But yeah, this is their bread and butter, and you'll see them, you know, flip-flop offensive linemen and really run behind their strength.
So Isaac Perez, jersey 4. Braden Perez, jersey 5. The Perezes both carrying the football tonight.
Unbalanced here to the left.
Dockery behind center. They only need a couple yards. Dockery wants to throw, has a man open and fires it. Oh, and he drops it right in the breadbasket. Cody Valenzuela couldn't hang on to it, and that would have been a first down and more. Right on the money.
And that's when North High wants to throw the ball. They want to throw it on rundowns, so the opposing team can't, you know, get into a specific pass coverage defense or blitz. Should have had that one.
3rd and short. Dockery. This time they go right on the left side and get it. Big first down there, and a nice job by the oft-mentioned Robert Rodriguez. This is North High offense right here.
Right, and it is. And Rodriguez, we haven't really had a chance to talk about him. He's a sophomore. He's got 717 yards rushing this year and been their leading rusher. So they really need to get him rolling here. And they're off to a good start here.
Had a text from somebody very observant that was watching and said, is Coach Sasso okay? Yes, he is. He's up. He was knocked down the last play of the half, and he's up and headset on. He's back coaching. Are you kidding me? What else could he do?
Well, they don't come any tougher than him.
Robert Rodriguez. Well, the very end of the play, the last play of the game, of the first half, by the way, Johnny was knocked down, and the crowd of North High players that shoved him out of bounds had bumped into Coach Sasso, and he fell back, and we were concerned that he fell on the actual cement curb there that separates the grass from the dirt, but toughest guy in town. He's up with his headsets on, barking orders here in the third quarter. Great to see it, Coach. Wind definitely coming from the right to left if you are the North High offense. You're headed west, the wind's coming from the north. They try to grind it out again. Not going to happen this time. Ruben Hernandez, 7-7. Big Ruben Hernandez was the first one in there, and then 5-5. Leo Sanchez. So Sanchez and Hernandez.
Robert Rodriguez has come off the field. He's in the tent. They're rewrapping his ankle there, so that the time when he just started getting rolling, he has to come off the field. And this is where North has struggled in 3rd and 7 or more. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't continue to run their inside run game.
4-man front for Roosevelt. Dockery. Nice job. Picks up the first down. Good tackle out there by Adrian Flores, but Dockery knew what he wanted and he got it.
Great job reading that option there and keeping it. He's been a heck of a good weapon for them tonight with his legs. Again, he's a three-sport athlete. You love to see that from your quarterback. Leader on this team, leader on this campus. 5'10", 185 pounds. He's got a 395-pound squat.
Yeah, he's an incredible kid. We had him on In the Huddle 2 weeks ago. Impressive at every turn. Closed off their game 2 weeks ago with leading the prayer for the team.
Yeah, that's the kind of kid you want leading your team
because
he leads by example. Leadership starts with performance. You know, you got to be able to play. Yeah, this North High style. They want to be patient. They want to be consistent running this option with a quarterback that's seasoned.
And coach, a very deliberate offense to keep that defense on the field.
That's why that touchdown they got late in the first half was so important, to keep them in this game so they can continue to run the offense this way.
They grind it up right between the tackles. And that mark's going to be awfully close.
Offensive line averages about 260 across the front. They'd love nothing more than to fire off straight at you.
So 3rd and short. Big 3rd down here, and they got him. How about this? So impressive, coach. So impressive. It's almost, you know, it's like a virtuoso. He just knows exactly what to do. The cadence, he changes it. And my man, you'll love this, coach. The offensive line, they don't jump.
Using that solid voice inflection.
Oh, so valuable, so understated, and yet so super, super important. Because now all of a sudden, the Rough Riders are saying to themselves, man, we're out here for another 4 downs. Great pitch. Lopez.
Yeah,
talk about that relationship all the time.
Yeah, good pitch relationship. That was a lead option. So that instead of having a dive back there, that back was the lead blocker. Great read by the quarterback. It allows you to attack a player without blocking him, you know. You option off of him. Really good job calling the offense here by the North High Stars.
The clock continues to tick. They've used up nearly the entire first half of this 3rd quarter. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Again, a nice pitch out there to Antonian Williams. Was that was Rodriguez?
And
flag thrown on from the white hat at a coach in full green. Whoa. Whoa. And now head coach Ricky McCoy coming out to have a word. That's Ricky in your frame. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So when you run to the option like that, your quarterback's going to get hit, and you teach him how to take that hit. And I don't know what was going on. They were talking to the linebacker over there, Mikey Rodriguez, and then I think one of the assistant coaches chimed in and got flagged for whatever he said.
Yeah, the white hat threw the flag about 50 feet in the air and pointed at the coach. So
they just marked off another one, I believe. So now for Roosevelt, they got to reset, keep their composure. It's 1st and goal at about the 9-yard line.
2 running backs behind Dockery. Some big backs behind Dockery. And I believe, flag down here on the far left. So a flag way down here on the left side. The bottom left part of your screen, out of the screen actually, out of the shot.
I think somebody lined up in the neutral zone there for Roosevelt. And again, this offense can be very frustrating to defend. And I think right now we're seeing some frustration from the Rough Riders and their coaches.
Six minutes and counting. Dockery takes a snap, hands off to the left side, gain of about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
From about the 2, good to see that Robert Rodriguez is back in the game. Stadium's rocking right now.
Literally rocking. Coach and I are rocking back and forth. It's 2nd and goal from short. Dockery, they try to punch it in, and they get it in. Touchdown. North High School, Robert Rodriguez. Big time score for North.
Yeah, very aggressive run by the sophomore there, punching it in. Big extra point coming up here.
Well, they taped him up pretty well, didn't they?
Yeah. Now he does the kicking too.
So this is to keep it within 6. And they used up 6 minutes and 40 seconds on that drive. And here comes Robert Rodriguez. The PAT is up, and it's good. So what a start for the Stars in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and it was looking really bad for them at the end of the first half when they were down 26-6. There was about 2 minutes to go. Didn't look like they were going to be able to get any kind of speed up offense.
And then Roosevelt has that 4th and 1, and Barker tosses it just over the line to Adane, who hadn't turned around, and it ends up being North football. I'm naive enough to think, well, they better put it in the air and get some yardage here pretty quickly. No dice. QB1 Dockery puts it in his own hands. They score. They get the ball back to start the 3rd quarter. Now all of a sudden it's a 6-point game here, Rich.
Yeah, and I think it's Coach Levinson knowing his team, knowing what they excel at, and finding a way to manufacture some points and get right back in here. Onside kick.
Onside kick! Do they get it? Does it go far enough?
It did.
Oh!
And it was Robert Rodriguez recovered the ball and kicked it. We used to call that onside surprise.
You gotta be kidding me. R squared comes through in a huge way. Robert Rodriguez scores the touchdown, kicks the PAT, kicks the onside kick, and recovers it. What? And he can't even come off the field to celebrate, Coach, because he's in the backfield.
Got to keep grinding.
They give it to him again. And about a 3.5-yard, 4-yard carry. Ball to be spotted at the 46. So as Coach mentioned, the stands are shaking below us. Some good old-fashioned North High, Kern High School District football. And it looks like one of the Rough Riders is down. And it's somewhat of a microcosm of the last 5 minutes and 50-something seconds, because it has been a rough 3rd quarter so far for the Rough Riders. The quarterback, C.J. Barker, hasn't touched the ball yet, and there's 4:50 left in the 3rd. Coach, what if, isn't it great for an announcer to throw out a hypothetical? let's just say North was able to grind out another long drive right here, and Barker doesn't touch the ball in the third quarter. How crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy, and then that's exactly the strategy you want to have from North High. And when you think about it, the Rough Riders were returning every ball to about the 50 anyway, so great call there to do the onside kick, to execute it, because there really wasn't a whole lot to lose. So, again, very impressed with this North High coaching staff for giving themselves a chance when, for a little bit there it looked like all hope was lost.
Coach Levinson putting together a great staff. 2nd and 7, ball's on the Rough Riders 46-yard line. Another pitch, a good lead block, great lead block, and Rodriguez able to get up to the 39-yard line. This should be a first down. How's that not a first down? He's standing right on the marker. Yeah, they moved the chains.
They're moving the chains now, but Braden Perez there with the lead
Yeah,
block
that was nice.
right there was very impressive. Looked like Bobby Boucher. All right, and this is North High's ball game, and right now they definitely have Roosevelt on their heels.
Right between the tackles.
Run up the middle, 4-yard gain.
Boy, a couple of good hits up there. Nice tackle by Jaden Cullen. Big hit. Boy, did the Stars bootleg it out? Try another one. Make sure the receiver catches it.
Well, there's always a great risk with that.
That Rough Rider defense has been out there for 8.5 minutes now. Dockery. Keeps, all keep. Dockery to the near side.
They're running this option to perfection. They've mixed up a little bit of the inside veer with some lead option. And again, Roosevelt, whatever they do right now, and that's what option football can do to you. If you run it well, whatever the defense does, you've got an answer to it.
.317 remaining. Hustle up to the line. Dockery. They give it to Rodriguez again.
Pretty stout defense there that time by the Rough Riders. We got Mark Sandel, longtime Bakersfield area assistant coach here, leading the cheers for these North High Stars down in the stands.
Yeah,
he's getting them rolling.
What a legend to have leading the cheers for you.
He's all fired up. He's lost his voice, but he's still going.
Oh, Lefty's down there doing it. He's running down there. That's awesome. 2nd and 8, hard count. Oh, very close.
Good job by the Rough Riders.
Dockery. Pitch. Nice job there by the Rough Riders. They saw that one coming, executed well, and that'll bring up 3rd, and I'd say it's going to stay right at about 8.
Nice tackle there by the Rough Rider linebacker. And this is where North High has really struggled in these situations. But I've got to think Bradley Dockery is going to keep the ball in his hands.
Yeah, you've got to really, if you're the Rough Riders, you've got to be really disciplined on your aggression right here.
Coming in unbalanced left.
2 receivers out here to the left side. Lincioni, one of them. They go right up the middle with it. They're not going to pick up the first, but it'll be close. It'll be 4th and 3.
And that's their kind of ball game. I mean, 3 yards here, every bit of the option is open.
So 3 doesn't do much.
Yeah, and it's a risky kick with their kicking game's inconsistency. So, and it looks like a 4 yards.
Whoa. We have some electrical issues here. I hope that we're still with you, but the scoreboard has gone out. It's back.
Well, something definitely flashed.
So Coach Levinson says, hey, how about a timeout here? We've lost the scoreboard lights. They're back on. It still seems a little dim, Coach.
I think we got half the lights.
I don't think we have
on
all
the
the lights
opposite
here.
side are off. Boy, what a time to have that happen. 4th and 4.
North High's the cheer. But Roosevelt might be saying, yeah, I don't know about that North High chant. We don't have the lights.
Well, I'd be inclined to say, hey, we got enough to work. Let's hope we can go at it. Well, I was actually playing Brian Nixon one time, and the lights went out on us, and we were delayed for some time. Eventually they came back on, but we had to have that talk about, hey, what are we going to do about this?
So
It looks like a transformer has blown in the North Meadows. So for all you guys out there in the North Meadows and your power is out, come on down to the game.
yeah, so it's not just North High School. It's not what I thought. You can see there's a chunk of apartments just to the north side of the gymnasium. It's not just North High School, so we can see some of the staff.
At least 5 lights. Come on to Evansfield.
North High School working on it right now. Let's take a break and we'll figure this out when we come back. It's 26-20. Don't go anywhere. How could you? All right, everybody, welcome back. Vance Palm, Rich Cornford here with 1:14 left in the third on a 4th and 5. In many ways, one of the most important plays of the game,
Of
really.
the year.
Yeah, of the year, Coach, as North has kept the Roosevelt offense off the field the entire third quarter. We've had a major transformer blow, Meadows North, and what that means to the Roosevelt people might not mean that much, but to us Kern County people, Meadows North is adjacent to our municipal airport. It's also within a stone's throw to a massive Amazon distribution center. It's also, a huge neighborhood up here on the north side. So there is a lot up here on the north side of great importance, and when a major transformer blows, I'm shocked we have any lights, but we have some. But school officials, coaches, talking to the officials, oh! And now more lights have gone out. We just saw another one go. So, Coach, I've been involved in some crazy games as an announcer. You've had some crazy games as a coach.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do is have to drive back to Fresno and come back here in the morning to finish the game. But yeah, I really thought, hey, we could still play before that last one went out. Now it's definitely a problem.
No, you can't see the end zones now. I mean, it's a problem here. So Pacific Gas and Electric, I'm sure, and everybody in the northern part of the city right now is like, whoa, what's happening? And it's a great game. 1:14 remaining in the third quarter. Roosevelt's up 26-20. North High, 4th and 5 on the Roosevelt 21-yard line. I've called football games in fog so thick you could not see the ball when it was punted up. You had to wait till it came down. It got to be somewhat ridiculous.
That would have been 2002.
That's right. It was early days of we were still Time Warner Cable. Way back at Liberty High School.
Was it Liberty versus West High?
I believe it was. Yep.
Yeah.
You know that.
We were on the wrong end of that.
The ball went up into the sky, and Brian Adams and I literally had to call the game walking on the field. I was play-by-play on the field, and that really wasn't even that great.
Yeah. Well, we had Mike Lewis up in the booth with our no-huddle offense, and he couldn't see the field from there.
Well,
we had to bring him down.
Fortunately, we have a heavy hitter here. We have a heavy hitter who's come up to kind of save the day for us. Anthony Vasquez from NBC KGET Sports. Did you cause this?
I think I might have right here. My presence has not only caused a North comeback, but it's also caused a power outage. I don't know what the heck is going on.
Anthony Vasquez, also part of Kern Night Network in the huddle. We were here 2 weeks ago, and boy, this school was on, just really fired up 2 weeks ago, took care of business. Now, all of a sudden, they find themselves on probably the most important play of their year. Your thoughts?
I'll tell you what, though, North is showing a lot of fight. I mean, they could have easily packed it in, down 26-7. Roosevelt's throwing the ball down the field. And here's North just coming back with that run game. Bradley Dockery's doing a heck of a job running that offense, I'd say.
Not to put you on the spot, you have any updates? Do you know of anything that's going on that maybe give us some updates? We're with Anthony Vasquez, NBC, KGET affiliate here, but he's also part of our Kern Night Network family. And he climbed up through the porthole, and I said, let's go. What do you have for us?
All right, well, we got, oh, my goodness. Kerman is beating Wasco 27-20 with 7.5 to go. Oh. Liberty is up 35-14 on Hanford. Liberty looks really good. Kennedy is up 15. Kennedy's mounting a comeback against, who are they playing? Golden West. Independence all over Porterville. That's a big game. Miramonte all over Foothill. Miramonte's going to the semifinals. And that's pretty much it.
I've got
BHS is in a dogfight right now
up
with
only 3.
CVC. And then Shafter's up 6 on Washington Union.
Ever seen anything like this before?
No, this is absolutely incredible. I thought I'd get an early night tonight, but I guess that's not the case, Vance.
Anthony, thanks for stopping in, bud. Appreciate it. Love it. Hey, and thanks for the Syracuse coat, huh? Love that. Hey, shockingly enough, I have one very close to that. Can you imagine? So Anthony Vasquez comes up. The affiliate guys, they've got to go back to the studio, cut up all their tape, get all their highlights together by 11:15, 11:18 at the latest, and he's thinking, oh, my goodness, what's happening here? So how about those scores he was giving you, Coach?
Yeah, some exciting close games that you didn't think would maybe be
Wasco's
close.
Down.
Yeah, BHS only up 3. Liberty, pulling away. Miramonte, 28-7 over Foothill. Garces down 35-17 to Arroyo Grande. West High is down 36-22 to Chowchilla.
So, Coach, one of the things, and by the way, our audience, if you're wondering what in the world we're doing, we'd like to know the same thing. 1:14 left in the third quarter, and a fantastic football game has broken out in the last 45 minutes for the North High School Stars. However, we're lacking the sufficient amount of lighting for the field at North High School. There's been a major transformer that's blown out in North Bakersfield. It's not just affecting here, it's affecting all the adjacent neighborhoods. Again, our airport is to the northwest of us. We have a huge Amazon distribution center just up the road. Bunch of technological aspects of this area being shut down right now. And this game is down as well. We'll take another break, and we'll come back, and hopefully we'll have some better news. Back in a moment. And let there be, we think, light. I'm Vance Palm, Rich Cornford, Julian Wilson, Anthony Vasquez. Everybody's up here, and we can see some of the other lights that we didn't see before in the neighborhood. There's strips going up that we didn't see in other neighborhoods, and that neighborhood's back on completely. That was completely out of power to our left. So it appears that maybe we're back in business. Coach, a couple of things to talk about, and we talked about it with our director, Julian. You know, you start to play mind games on who does this affect the worst and the best. And Julian, our director, says, man, North had all that momentum. They were going. Yeah, it's 4th and 5, but they still had so many things working for them. Your comeback was, hey, Julian, I like how you think, but the offense for Roosevelt has not been on the field in real time and clock time for over an hour.
Yeah, and it's just not something that you're mentally, physically prepared for. So getting your guys to realize, hey, there's our opportunity to get going and get warmed up again, and hopefully you're not stale here, because this next play is really the biggest play of the year for both of these teams. 4th and 4, inside the 20-yard line. With, again, North High has all the momentum right now. If they convert on this 4th down, it's going to be tough for Roosevelt to recuperate.
Well, the power's on, the scoreboard's on, 26-20. That's the score. And you got to hand it to these officials. They kept telling these coaches, hey, stay busy, do what you got to do. And the Rough Riders doing some sprints. There are delays in games where there's weather delays and things like that where you stay loose, you stay limber, but because of the moment and what this represents to both teams, Roosevelt's thinking if we get a stop here and we keep it from getting the first down, our offense finally gets on the field and we kind of get some semblance of our ownership of this 6-point lead. If, however, North picks up this first down, and they've had a long time to talk about what this play is going to be, right? If they pick it up, all of a sudden, it's absolutely believable that they're going to finish the third quarter with a possible another score and keep Roosevelt off the field for an entire quarter, and because of the delay, real time over an hour. So much to consider coming up on this 4th and 5.
And, you know, it's interesting. It's long enough that you don't know if they're going to go with the dive here. Their best play has been the lead option here in the second half.
All the lights are back on, and it's time. Dockery behind center. You got to be kidding me. Okay.
They're just getting the clock rolling.
I thought he said somebody called a timeout. Wait, what?
And the clock's still not rolling.
That would have been great. Okay, hold on a second, guys. So, having said all that, the clock should be starting when the whistle blows. So, this white hat has no...
There, now it's running.
Now it's running.
A little bit of discombobulation here.
Now they're going to stop it. So this white hat doesn't have the microphone. The old pocket microphone could come in handy right now. That is faux show.
So North High comes out unbalanced
1-1-4
to the short side of the field, and Roosevelt's got a pretty good look at the formation right now.
There it is. So 1-1-4, and on the white hat signal, the clock's going to get started, Coach. To your point, thank you.
Yeah, so if I'm the defense coordinator seeing that, you know, you're wondering why are they putting it to the short side of the field here? Are they going to come back to the wide side and now they come.
Here it is.
There's double tights.
Dockery, he's got an option. He hangs on to it. Dockery cuts upfield and picks up the first down. Oh, he was almost down. He was almost down. They almost had him.
Yeah, it looked initially like they had the play stuffed, and he was just able to pause and work inside. We got a lineman.
No, Darian Reed's back up. He went down for a minute, big 65, who you've talked about.
Yeah, Darian Reed, leader with pancake blocks. Huge play there. Bradley Dockery.
Sorry, Coach. 47 seconds and counting. Now it's first and goal from the 10-yard line. Coach, it on it. Touchdown! North High School.
Isaac Lopez there.
Penalty after the play, a yellow flag down by the goal line. This is after the play, and the official down in the back corner having a word with, I think it's the media. They want the photographers for, it's a sideline warning. They wanted all the photographers down in that corner out of that corner. So I don't believe it might be. If they threw the flag, it must be on Roosevelt. And the Roosevelt coach might be saying, I don't know who they are. They're not my people. So we're tied at 26. At the beginning of the play, I was going to say, Coach, it looks like they can still get a first down, but while I was talking, they scored a touchdown. How do you like that? So the score is good, and I think they're going to wave this off. The White Hats coming over to inform them that all the photographers down in that corner need to stay out of the corner, but I don't know that it's necessarily against Roosevelt. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I dig what you're saying. I think something along the lines of a sideline warning. Now they're going to move all the people from this sideline
right, exactly.
over.
Right. What's good for the goose?
It's good for the gander.
I hesitate to say I've seen it all. You never want to say you've seen it all. So now, the official's going to come down in this corner. Does he?
No.
Well, Mark Duffield's officially Kernheim Network, CIF. So, a big field goal here. Big field goal here. Lincioni for the kick. It's up, and does it go through? No, we're tied at 26. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Well, now, if I'm Roosevelt, I'm definitely putting my hands team in here. Don't want him to onside kick me again.
That's surprising with the running power that North has to not just punch it in, but it is what it is. We're tied at 26.
Can the defense shut down?
Julian, our PA announcer, I don't know his name, don't know who he is here at North High, but he is he has a flair for the dramatic as a PA announcer as far as inferences, hypotheticals, propositions, if you will. But one thing I can tell you, he gets his crowd going, and he does a good job at pumping everybody up. Tied at 26. Under a half a minute left in the third quarter. And this will be the first time, if they don't try another onside, this will be the first time that the offense for the Rough Riders have touched the ball. My guess is this one's going to travel if Lincioni can get it going. Not bad. 5-iron. Taken at the 10 with a perfect bounce. And it's going to be Ideoni. No way. Their superstar on a kickoff return is still on his feet. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. No flags anywhere. Touchdown. Roosevelt.
Well, we know why North High had been pooch kicking it and onside kicking it. And that time they kicked the ball into the best athlete in the field's hands, and he made them pay.
Like I said, you never want to say you've seen it all. How about that? They kick it to the superstar sophomore, and from the 10-yard line, he gets a running full head of steam, Rich, which is also dangerous, and he bowls over North High School, blows a few tackles, and just like that, the young man who just made a visit to Cal Berkeley, no good. Oh, my gosh.
Adventures in kicking. I think both teams have better be better off going for 2
Yeah,
here.
I mean, I was surprised that North didn't try to punch it in because it wasn't Rodriguez. It was Lencioni. Not saying anything about Lencioni. It just wasn't. He hasn't been kicking it long tonight. And so either way, it remains a 6-point game. As my Arvin High instructor in English told me, it don't get no better than this. Wow. Wow.
Now, the other thing that does is Roosevelt's offense still hadn't touched the ball.
You're right, Coach. The quarterback hasn't touched the ball in day and a half, feels like.
And the way that the North High offense has been grinding it out, it might be another 30 minutes before he gets a chance.
Okay. Here comes Cullen. Cullen boots it. That's going to take a weird bounce. Going to take a weird wobble, but it ends up decent size. Oh, flag on the play. Two of them.
You know, one thing, kicking for Roosevelt, he's a straight-on kicker. You don't see that very often, but I used to be a straight-on kicker. But one thing they did, they got me one of those square-toed shoes built by Spot Built.
The old Dempsey's?
And it makes a huge difference. And we're seeing his kicks, you never know what it's going to do. We've seen some good ones, but it's very inconsistent. I'd invest in a Spot Built 1975 sneaker for him.
How about some Rydells? Remember the old Rydells?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay. 32-26. North trails by 6. It's the end of the third quarter. 12 seconds to finish the third quarter. What a game. What a game. Dockery starts things off with a grinded out run, and Roosevelt picks him up. Nothing going there, and that will do it. The end of the third quarter. 58 points total score, 32-26. We will see you right after this break with a fourth quarter. Ais Idane from the 10-yard line, a 90-yard TD run, and Idane changed the complexion of the game. Now it's 2nd and 8, start of the fourth quarter. North High School, oh, good run, good start there. Of the fourth quarter, a 5-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 3. So to your point, Coach, if North High can keep picking up first downs and take care of the football, all of a sudden, you know, you've got a situation where they just chew up so much clock, so much time.
Yeah, and that's their ball game right there. Like we said, steamrollers.
Dockery on his own. Dockery, can he get outside? It's going to be a race now. Dockery to the 40. Dockery to the 30. Brought down to the 28-yard line. First down, North High School.
Boy,
Wow.
and Dockery and his legs have been saviors for this North High offense. He's just making all the right moves right now.
QB1.
You don't see very many option teams. And for Roosevelt to have to, work on that. And right now, all three phases are working, from the dive to the quarterback to the pitch. Really tough offense to defend when it's clicking like that.
1st and 10, Roosevelt, 28-yard line. A heavyweight bout here in the 4th quarter. Dockery behind center. First man through is Isaac Lopez.
And again, consistently churning out 3, 4, and 5 yards, putting themselves in favorable 3rd down conversion position was when that last long run was achieved. Mark Sandel again leading the cheers down there.
Oh, Sandel is something else. Dockery pitches. Big hit on the 22-yard line. Only a gain of about, they're going to give it to him. A 5-yard gain. Wow. So it'll be 3rd and 2. We got more out of that than I thought. So nice gain there. A nice pitch.
Clock dips under 10 minutes. North, again, just grinding it out.
Unbelievable football game. We've seen it all. We've done it all. We've heard it all tonight, including a stoppage because of a power outage. You've got Perez and Lopez in the backfield. Dockery going to keep it. Cut back up. What a move. Dockery. Oh, what a move. Touchdown. North High School. QB1, Bradley Dockery.
Another chance for them to take the lead here on this conversion, but these things have been anything but automatic.
Big call here for Coach Levinson. Do they try to go for the 1-point PAT again? And it looks like they're going to, Rich. Looks like they're going to give it another shot. Lencioni. Oh, man. Tied at 32 for the 1-point lead. Hayner to hold. Do they make it through? The snap is there. The hold is there. This one is wide right. Had a lot of leg on it. It got up there, but it was wide right. So 5 missed PATs, 2 blocks, 3 misses.
Well, on each, there's 3 misses on each side. So
6.
40% conversion rate on the 1-pointers.
So some frustration over on the north sidelines. Some of the players are just beside themselves, punching it in for a big score and unable to get that 1 extra point.
Well, Dockery's got to have, 150 yards rushing tonight or so? The passing game hadn't been there for him tonight, but man, with his legs and his just leadership and doing the right thing, running the option, he's led this team back in a heck of a game.
9:26.
What are they going to do on this kickoff?
Well, I would say try to do your best to not kick it to Adani. He's already got 2 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. Sorry, he's already got 3 TDs. So it's been a battle of superstars tonight between Dockery and Adani.
I think they're breaking the huddle. When they onside kicked it, they didn't break the huddle. We saw him do some pooch kicking early on.
Boy, it'd be nice to put it in this deep corner over here. Here we go. So, yeah, it's going to be a 9-iron taken at the 25-yard line. It's taken by their linebacker. He's a big, tough kid. And they get him and wrap him up at the 39-yard line, I think. Okay, so at 9:15 in the 4th quarter is the first time the quarterback for Roosevelt has touched the football since the end of the 2nd quarter. Wow.
Yeah, so C.J. Barker, if you weren't here for the first half, had a heck of a first half. I imagine he's got 250, 300 yards passing, but none in the second half because he hadn't touched the ball yet.
Well, Adani just had a 90-yarder, so his legs are going. So where is Solorzano? He's done a ton of damage tonight. Rollout, Barker throws to Solorzano. There he is. And he goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line, so I could feel it coming, Coach.
C.J. Barker did not look rusty at all. He just throws those routes so perfectly where he allows his receivers to get yards after the catch.
Well, and Solorzano's just having a fantastic night tonight. Went out of bounds, 9 minutes, 9 seconds. 32-32 is the score.
Watch for Idani right now. With
Barker gives it to Adani, and he gets stopped after about a 1-yard gain.
Logan Deckard right there with the big stop. And right now, North is really leaning on that front seven here. Roosevelt spreading them out. They're playing two safeties to prevent the long pass, which puts a lot of stress on your defensive front when you're going against the back of this caliber, but they were certainly up to it on that play, holding them to a single yard.
Well, this North defense hasn't been out there either, so they've got some energy, they've got some gas in the tank.
That's a good point.
Barker in the shotgun, Adani behind him, 3 receivers, the bottom of your screen, 8:27 remaining in the fourth quarter. Adani kicks it out to the right side and gains about 2 yards. That's a victory if you're North High defense.
North playing man-to-man out here on these receivers. But again, this has been the worst situation North High has been in when it's been 3rd and long. I want to say that the conversion rate is about 90% for Roosevelt in these situations. And this is when their biggest plays have occurred.
7:49 and counting. 3rd and long. 2-down territory, in my opinion, for the Rough Riders. Barker wants to go left, throws, has a man open, and it is incomplete.
Well, I really think Brian Robertson, who's made some big plays, he kind of slowed down on that route, misjudged the football.
And Rich, I called him open because Robertson, if he kept running, like you said, I thought he was going to catch that because he had room to run. So now it's 4th and 8. And with 7:36, do I see what I think I see?
Looks like a punt unit coming out here. And, boy, this is the big concern with me if I'm Roosevelt.
It's got block written all over it. I mean, it's got fake written all over it.
Yeah. Yeah, North High is not, they don't have a returner back.
Oh, the snap goes over his head. He's got to boot it. Oh, nice job, actually. Look at this. What a great job. Fantastic heads-up play over there.
Ball took a fortunate bounce for him.
So Julian Maldonado scoops it up, makes the punt. First stop for the North High School defense all night. Couldn't come at a more important time, huh, Coach?
Yeah, huge stop for them. And now, I mean, this is just how you'd want it to be North High because they're able to run their grinded-out offense for the next 7.5 minutes. And Roosevelt's going to have to find some way to get a stop.
Well, and if you're Lencioni, you really can't practice kicking because you're in the offense. We see that Robert Rodriguez still under the tent. He's a huge, huge part of this football team. Big hit.
Two and a half yard gain there. So yeah, with Robert Rodriguez on the sideline. Again, the kicking, the running.
Training staff working on his right ankle, but his left ankle has his cleat off as well. So, boy, it's tough to see such a contributor tonight.
North High does have some depth at running back.
Right, 2nd and 7, under 7 minutes to go. Give it to the big fella. Oh, nice strong run, beautiful run that was. Man, brings up a 3rd and 1.
Third one is just what the doctor ordered for these guys.
And as I mentioned, Lincioni can't practice kicking field goals over here. He plays every down on offense.
Second and very short.
They can pick up one. Dockery patiently gets spun around, still on his feet. Hard to bring down, and we know that. How about a run? Oh, they say fumble. Ball popped out.
Yep, the officials are pointing that way. Dockery fighting for every yard. And
the first turnover of the game. And, Coach, about 5 minutes ago, I was going to say neither team's turned it over, but I didn't want to say it.
And it's just started to rain again. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but
the rain starts. The first turnover of the game happens.
Still haven't moved the chains at all.
If I presented this to a script, to a playwright, they'd say, come on.
The head lineman is pointing that it's Roosevelt's ball.
First turnover of the game. Coach, as God is my witness, a few minutes ago I was thinking, this is incredible. Neither team, I didn't say it. I don't want to hex either team. But I just said neither team's turned the ball over in this incredible night. And sure enough, the first turnover of the evening. So now all of a sudden, you've got an offense that really hasn't made their bread and butter by stalling or delaying. They attack. But now it's a matter of the clock. Barker to Adani. And their super strong running back gobbles up 9 yards.
Yeah, that was a good push by the Roosevelt offensive line. Adane really able to attack downfield. So many times he's had to try to make somebody miss behind the line of scrimmage. That time, really good blocking up front. Yeah, now if I'm Roosevelt, I'm going to call the game like I've been calling it. But really, you'd love to run a couple minutes off the clock, because if North High gets it, let's say their own 20, it's going to be tough for them to score in under 3 minutes, though they did it in the first half.
They come out of the huddle. Adani, and he's wrapped up and thrown down. Nice play there. So now if you're Coach McCoy, just take your time. Don't rush it.
Yeah, Gary Oates with a good tackle there on a stud running back. Anxious to see if North High drops one of their safeties down into the box here. Roosevelt looks like they're going to be going into full run mode themselves.
You see Barker comes back a lot later than normal. He's really stretching things out here, looking at the back judge.
Yeah, single safety right now.
Rolls out, wants to throw in the rain. Is he going to throw? No, he's not, and he runs out of bounds. Stops the clock, which is good for North. I don't know if he was ever throwing in this rain.
Well, good job defensively by North High to be staying at home and not allowing, not overplaying the run there and leaving somebody open. So it can be second and nearly 10. 4:31 to go.
Tied at 32. Dare we say an instant classic. Cullen in the slot, now goes in motion. You've got Solorzano at the bottom of your screen here. And they give it to the big fella up the middle, and he gets a couple of yards, not much. It'll be third and maybe 6, 3rd and 7. But more importantly, that clock continues to roll. North High School has 3 timeouts.
This is why kicking is so important in a game like this. If you knew you could make the field goal here, you'd call the play one way. Knowing that you can't make a field goal, this has got to be 4-down territory.
With neither team really showing any prowess with a kicking game, Coach. It's definitely 2-down territory. Under 4 to go. Barker is going to hand the ball off to his star running back. A big hit by North High School.
That North High front seven really making its impact here.
Clock continues to race for both squads.
North High puts a pass rusher in, takes a run stuffer out.
So Brandon Valenzuela Valderrama in jersey 40.
I think Roosevelt's just going to let the clock run and take a timeout here when it dips under 3.
So a timeout coming by Coach Ricky McCoy.
Roosevelt, that is their first charge timeout.
2:58. I'm going to ask my director, Julian Wilson, who's been with us for 4,396 games, your thoughts on this unreal evening.
I tell you what, Vance, great game. Just like you said, instant classic. But I tell you what, I don't understand these kicking games. And I don't know, maybe because the ball is wet, maybe because it's raining. But, man, that's the difference in the game for both teams, the kicking game.
Yeah, you want to, you know, what should be automatic has been anything but. And we've seen such great offensive play, great defensive play. But in the, you know, the special teams for both sides, the extra points, only converting 40%.
6 missed PATs, 3 each, and the score's 32-32. Boy, whoever, it's a long drive home for Roosevelt. So how about this? What's the formation here, Coach?
Well, they got it to the short side of the field, only one receiver on this kind of situation.
Biggest play of the night.
Max,
Barker, rush to the pocket, throws. He's knocked down. It's picked up. North High at the 50, the 45-yard line.
Yeah, now I really don't understand that call. They only had one receiver go out. They max protected.
And Logan Deckard with a huge play, Coach. Whoa!
Yeah, play of the game right there. They were able to slide a safety over with the corner, so the one receiver that was out was double covered. He certainly wasn't open. Pressure got to the quarterback, fumbled the ball. Now we've seen 2 fumbles here since the rain started. Now this Roosevelt defense is in dire straits because North High has the ball at the 45-yard line with 2:47 to go. And they, you know, again, the receiver is split to the short side of the field. Pretty easy to double cover there. Easy to second guess.
Thanks for setting the stage, Coach. Stage coach? First and 10, Dockery. Goes with the big fella right up the middle, 6-yard gain. I know you love that, Coach. First and 10, pick up 6 by Braden Perez.
Now, if I'm North High, they've got a few timeouts left that they can use. Once it dips under 2, though, I've got to think I've got to go with a little bit more tempo. Their home run hitter for them has been Bradley Dockery when he's kept the ball on the option, but it's important for him to continue to read it.
I wonder if that might be the call right here, right now, for him to punch something at least 15, 12 yards up. No, they go with a big fella again. First down. And so, Coach, you had C.J. Barker on the field not that long, really, in that series. He got some time, and he had a little bit of time, but not enough to get into the real flow of it, and we saw that, you know, inexplicable fumble at the end there. So could be a storyline to think about here. First and 10, that defense for the Rough Riders back out there again, and they just continue to plow it right up there. Protect the football is the word of the day right now.
Yeah, and it, you know, again, this is North High style of football. They want it right like this. That's not very good English by me, but minute 30 to go.
1:25 and counting. Boy, clock is starting to really move now. Dockery keeps it. Dockery brought down to the 24, 23-yard line. And Coach Levinson now calling a timeout, running out to the referee to call timeout. Wow. At 1:17 it stopped, so.
Wow, this is a heck of a ball game here. And again, hats off to the North High Stars for finding a way to battle back in here. Disadvantage you have right now is basically you have to get a touchdown, though, because I don't know if I'd trust the kicking game, though.
Lencioni had a big leg. He put it 30 yards past the field goal post, but it was wide. So there's always that in the back of your mind, Coach.
Yeah, their kicking game has been better than Roosevelt's because Roosevelt's had a couple that never even got off the ground. And at least North doesn't have to worry about the being blocked.
So there's no doubting the fact there's going to be a dramatic end here. Will it go to overtime, or will North High be able to do something? Muddy field, the rain's back, mist is falling. We had a power outage.
Double tight set.
Lencioni way out left. Dockery takes the snap, keeps it in the middle. Dockery looking to get free. Dockery to the outside. Dockery looking for blocking. Dockery gets in. Touchdown, North! Bradley Dockery knocks it in himself with 1:08 remaining, and now the score's 38-32. Coach, you said it's their bread and butter. They went to it finally.
Yeah, he's been the home run hitter for them. He's got over 200 yards rushing now, and he's just taking this team on his shoulders.
Bradley Dockery, QB1. He's got such a patient running style. And then by the time he got out to the right side, Coach, he had 3 blockers, and he looked at the pylon and said, I got it.
Well, cutting it back there, you see all 395 pounds of his squat come into play over there as he would not go down.
What an amazing, amazing touchdown.
They're going for 2.
They're going for 2 to make it an 8-point game. Dockery. He's behind center. Here's the snap. They go with Dockery, and he knocks it in for the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, it's 40-32. North High School.
This is the stuff legends are made of.
One of the great football games in the last couple of years that we've called, Coach.
Yeah, Bradley Dockery is going to be a legend in this town for the next 40 years, like Peter Mitchell was back in the day.
40-32, still 1:08 left.
Now, they're going to get the ball at about at least the 40 because of there's no way they're kicking it deep. And they've still got some timeouts left, so this game is far from over. They've got the hands team up here. See if they break the huddle. Roosevelt's had several. They have the 90-yard kickoff return, but they also had about a 60-yarder when they tried to pooch kick it. So they break the huddle, lining up for the kickoff. I think it's going to be another pooch kick, kind of by the way he's lined up here.
Okay, not bad.
Nope, they're kicking
not
it.
Not bad, but it goes in the hands of the superstar, Ais Idani, coming here to this near side, and he's
face mask.
Got him here. Got him at the 27-yard line.
Well, that was great coverage by the North High Stars. I did not think that they would kick it anywhere near him, but they trusted their coverage unit, and it paid off. Now, what North has to watch for here, if they're playing too far off, Roosevelt's going to throw another one of those swing routes and get some blockers in front of a guy. Let's see what we got here.
All right, timeout. Taken by Levinson. Goodness. When I was driving up here tonight, Coach, I said, maybe be a nice, good game. Get out of here 2 hours, grab a burger, head back, fireplace going, drip into a Friday night. No dice. It's been an automatic instant classic. 40-32, 72 points scored, 6 PATs missed, a power outage, no fumbles till late in the fourth quarter, and then we had 2. And now all of a sudden, North High School, an improbable run into the deep playoff scenario. But, Coach, there's 1 minute left.
Looks like North is going to play Caden Hayner a good 25 yards off the ball. He is their leading interceptor. He's got a good nose for the football. Well, watch, something short here. Roosevelt spread set.
Barker lets it fly over here to the near side. Oh, the receiver slipped. Intended for Roberson, he slipped.
And Roberson threw that off his back foot. Couldn't really step into it. And he had really a near perfect first half. Really struggled to get going in the second half, but that's probably only about the 9th play they've had in the second half. And there's 55 seconds left in the game. And North High in a prevent defense.
Hayner, as you said, is on the other side of the 50. Encinas and Williams
Now they're
deep as well.
They're messed up in their alignment here.
North, 3-man rush. Barker to this side. Barker stops in trouble. Barker, that's not down at the 15-yard line. He's sacked. Huge play by Gary Oates.
Well, and they were messed up from the very beginning. I think that was an illegal formation. I think they only had 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. They got away with that, but they certainly didn't get away with their pass protection.
45 seconds left in this unbelievable football game. 3rd and 23. I'm trying to get it right here. 24.
Well, if it had been the first half, we'd say they could probably make it.
They just throw the ball up to Solorzano, and that'll be that.
But this defense has really shown up in the second half. It helped that the offense held the ball all the time, but the only points that Roosevelt has is from that kickoff return in the second half.
You think about Bradley Dockery, who had the fumble and came over to the sidelines, completely shook up and upset, gets a chance to redeem himself like he's always done. 3rd and forever. Screenplay, they put it in the hands of Idane, and what a nice move he's got. Shove him out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. It'll be 4th and 9, 4th and 8.
Good call there by Roosevelt. I like that call. Puts him in a convertible 4th down situation. It got the ball into the hands of their best athlete.
.37 seconds remains. This is it, 4th and 9. The ball is on the 30-yard line. I say it's more 8 yards. Here it is. Can they keep the drive alive, or does North go to the next round of the playoffs? Big moment here at North High School. Barker drops back, lets it fly, and it's going to be picked off by Hayner. Hayner goes down, 50-yard line, and the interception by Caden Hayner. North High School advances to the next round.
Wow, extremely impressed with North High School. My first chance to watch them play this year. All the chips were down against them. Improbable, great job coaching. These kids are going crazy over here. This is what high school football is all about. It's what a great football program can do for your campus.
Hopefully Everything ends with class here, some handshakes, and that'll be it. Hopefully that's it. North High School moves on to the next round of the playoffs. Coach Levinson and his Stars have done it. What an amazing, amazing night in North Bakersfield. Coach, your final thoughts, take us out.
Hats off to these great football teams. Roosevelt, full of star players, really well coached team. North High found a way to win, though.
Principal Jody Schubert, AP of Instructions Abby Votaw, AP of Administration Brian Nixon, Dean of Student Behavior and Supports Anthony Reed and Maxwell Chandler, the Athletics Director, our good friend Brianna James, the Activities Director Allison Toy, the co-players of the game, the Kern High Network co-players of the game, the quarterback QB1, number 10 Bradley Dockery, and number 65 the pancake leader, Darian Reed. Congratulations for Rich Cornford, I'm Vance Palm, Julian Wilson. What a great night on the Kern High Network. We'll see you next week. North wins!